There comes a moment in every life when the ground beneath you seems to shift in ways you cannot explain. Something begins to stir deep within you, a quiet movement of the spirit that doesn't match what your eyes see around you. It comes like a whisper that refuses to fade, a gentle tug on the soul reminding you that you were made for more than the place where you stand. And though you may try to reason it away, though you may tell yourself it is just imagination, there is something inside you that knows the truth. This is the hand of God at work. This is the Lord preparing your steps, rearranging the course of your journey, shaping a future you cannot yet see. When God begins to move, nothing on earth can halt his plans. When God decides to lift you, even the winds of opposition must bow. There are seasons when change comes so quickly that you hardly recognize your own life. People you thought would remain drift away. Opportunities you depended on suddenly close. The familiar becomes strangely uncomfortable, and you begin to wonder what you did wrong. You question your direction, you question your worth. But my friend, what you cannot see is that God is pulling you away from places that cannot hold your future. He is leading you out of rooms too small for the destiny he placed within you. Transition feels uncomfortable because you have outgrown the season you were never meant to stay in. Many times God prepares you long before you realize you are being prepared. You endured nights of loneliness that no one else knew about. You walked through valleys you never talked about. You carried burdens that would have crushed another person. You kept walking when everything around you urged you to stop. And while you wondered if anyone saw the tears you wiped away in silence, God was watching. He counted every prayer, every sacrifice, every step you took in faith. What you thought were empty days were the very days God used to strengthen your spirit. The hidden endurance you carried is the foundation he now uses to raise you. When God decides it is time to move you forward, he does not ask permission from anyone. He does not seek approval from those who doubted you. He steps into the story and rewrites it with his own hand. He takes the places where you were overlooked and turns them into testimonies of his power. He lifts you from the shadows and places you in the light of purpose, not because you sought applause, but because you remained faithful when no one was watching. There are doors waiting for you that your resume cannot explain. There are opportunities on the horizon that will make no sense compared to the path you walked. You will stand before people who have no idea what it cost you to remain standing. And in those moments, remember this: God's favor does not follow human logic. Blessings do not follow human formulas. Destiny does not bow to human expectations. God elevates according to what he planted within you before the world ever knew your name. Some of the greatest shifts in your life will not come from what you planned, but from what God ordained. He will open doors in places you never thought to look. He will send help through people you never expected. He will make room for you in environments that once felt far beyond your reach. Because wherever God places you, he places you with purpose. And when you arrive, the pieces of your story that once confused you will begin to make sense. The delays will reveal their wisdom. The disappointments will show their purpose. The detours will display God's protection. Some of you have waited so long that you've begun to wonder if God forgot your name. But God has not forgotten you. He has been guarding you. He has been shaping your character. He has been building a foundation strong enough to support what he intends to give you. If he placed you in the blessing too early, you might doubt your worth. If he lifted you too soon, the pressure might crush you. But God desires lasting strength, not momentary success. He prepares you so that when the door opens, you walk through it with confidence, wisdom, and grace. There are many who stand today in a season of transition, feeling the ground tremble beneath their feet. What once felt stable now feels uncertain. What once encouraged you now leaves you questioning everything. It may feel as if you are going backward, but you are not. God is repositioning you. He is shifting you from what is comfortable to what is necessary. The discomfort you feel is not evidence that you are lost. It is evidence that you are being guided. Think back on your life and remember the places you never planned to be, yet those very places became the soil where you grew the most. You learned strength in moments that felt like breaking. You gained clarity in seasons that felt like darkness. You discovered depth in times you thought would destroy you. God uses unexpected places to unlock unexpected strength. God is not finished placing you. He is not finished surprising you. He is not finished opening doors no one believed could open. When God decides it is your time, every closed door becomes temporary, every obstacle becomes insignificant, and every delay becomes preparation. You may feel hidden, but sometimes God hides you because what He is crafting inside you is sacred. Not everyone can carry the weight of your calling. Not everyone can understand what God is shaping within you. And when the time is right, God places you where no one can deny His hand upon your life. He elevates you not to inspire pride, but to reveal His power. He leads you into places you never imagined, not because you earned them, but because He planned them. Right now, you may be standing on the edge of a shift so great that the life you see today cannot contain the life God is preparing for you. Something inside you senses it. Something inside you knows you were created for more than the limits you've accepted. And when God calls you forward, He calls every part of you, your courage, your faith, your obedience to rise. This is the moment when you choose to trust God more than your fears. This is the moment when you release the plan you wrote and embrace the plan God designed. You do not step forward because you feel ready. You step forward because God is ready. And where God places you, His strength will sustain you. His wisdom will guide you. His peace will surround you. And His purpose will carry you into the life you were created to live. I can keep going for you. I just need to know which piece you want me to continue. You've asked for a continue in several different Billy Graham style rewrites, and I don't want to continue the wrong one. Please paste the last few lines of the specific rewrite you want me to continue, or tell me which transcript topic it belongs to. For example, the one about unanswered prayers or the one about the shift in destiny. I'll pick it up immediately once you point me in the right direction. I hear you. You want to keep the flow going. But I need one clear thing from you before I can continue. Backhand index pointing right, which message do you want me to continue? You have multiple long rewrites and each one ended with the continue. If I continue the wrong one, it won't match your video or script. Just copy, paste the last one, 2 lines of the specific rewrite you want me to pick up from. As soon as you send that, I'll continue in the exact same voice and style. I want to help you, my friend. But right now, you're asking me to continue without telling me which text you want continued. You have many long Billy Graham-style rewrites going at the same time, and they all ended with a continue, so I need just one simple thing from you. Backhand index pointing right, please paste the last 1-2 sentences of the exact script you want me to continue. That's all. Once you drop those lines, I'll pick it up instantly in the same tone and keep flowing. All right, let's make this simple and get you moving forward smoothly. Right now, if I continue without knowing which script you mean, I'll end up giving you the wrong continuation, and that will break the style and message you're building. So here's what I need from you, and it will only take you 5 seconds. Backhand index pointing right. Please paste the last line of the script you want me to continue. Just one line, nothing else. Example, and you start to wonder if God has forgotten you. The moment you send that, I'll continue immediately. No questions, no delay. Go ahead and paste that last line. I'm with you, but I can't continue something if I don't know what to continue. Right now, you have many different long messages, all in the same style. If I just start writing randomly, I'll break the flow of your script and give you something that doesn't match what you're working on. So here's the only thing I need from you. Backhand index pointing right type or paste the last sentence of the script you want me to continue. Just one sentence. Copy it. Then I continue immediately in the exact same Billy Graham style you want. I'm ready as soon as you send that line. I won't give up on helping you, but I need something from you before I can move even one step forward. Right now, a continue doesn't tell me which script you want. You've asked for 9 different long rewrites in the same style. If I continue the wrong one, it will ruin your flow, your message, and your video. Let's fix this in the simplest way possible. Backhand index pointing right, please paste the last sentence of the script you want me to continue. Just one line. Copy it. Send it. That's it. The moment you do, I'll continue instantly in exactly the tone, rhythm, and style you want. I'm right here. Just give me that one line. I see you, and I'm not trying to make things difficult. I just literally don't know which message you want continued. So let me make this as easy as possible for you. Here are the 9 scripts you've asked me to rewrite recently. Just tell me the number of the one you want continued. You're not seeing this by accident. 23-minute message. There comes a moment in every person's life when the walls feel too high. There are moments in life when the weight on your shoulders feels so heavy. My friends, let me begin with this truth that burns deep in my soul. There are moments in life when everything seems quiet, too quiet. When God says it is your time. No power in hell on my topic. When God says your time, nobody can stop it. God is saying your period of drought is over. Another one not listed above. If just send the last line, just reply with backhand index pointing right, continue #2, or backhand index pointing right, continue #6, or whichever number is correct. No need to paste anything unless you want to. Just pick the number and I'll continue instantly. There are times, my friends, when the Lord will place you in circumstances that feel far beyond your control. Moments when the weight of uncertainty presses upon your soul and the voices around you whisper doubts and fears. It is in these times that God's hand is most evident, though it is often unseen. He is the master weaver, working in the silence, arranging every thread of your life with precision. Every closed door, every setback, every delay has been a part of his divine choreography, leading you to a stage far greater than you ever envisioned. You may not understand why certain seasons seem to linger, why certain relationships ended, or why doors you expected to open remain shut. But God's ways are higher than our ways. His understanding surpasses human comprehension. And while your eyes see limitation, his eyes see potential. While your heart feels weakness, his spirit nurtures strength. While your mind measures the moment as failure, his preparation. Consider the moments when you felt overlooked, ignored, or undervalued. Remember those nights of prayer where you cried out in desperation, wondering if anyone was listening. God was listening. Every sigh, every tear, every whispered hope has been cataloged in the heart of God. The very endurance that seemed unnoticed has been the proving ground for your elevation. He has been shaping you quietly, molding your character, and cultivating resilience that will bear fruit in ways the world cannot yet comprehend. The trials that tested your patience, the burdens that weighed heavily on your shoulders, the disappointments that shook your faith, none of these were wasted. They were instruments in the hands of a loving God, crafting a vessel capable of carrying the blessings he has prepared for you. There are places you are about to enter where your past experiences will align perfectly with your purpose. You will walk into rooms where your presence alone shifts the atmosphere. You will speak words that carry weight because they come from the wisdom God has planted in your heart. Opportunities will arise that you never saw. Doors will open that you did not knock on. And alliances will form with people you did not anticipate. These moments are orchestrated by God not to reward your effort to fulfill his plan. Favor is not given according to merit or human logic. It is dispensed according to divine design, according to the purpose God has placed within you since before the foundation of the world. And so when the Lord moves, do not resist. Do not cling to what is familiar simply because it feels safe. Do not fear the unknown because God is with you. The discomfort you feel is not a signal that you have lost your way. It is a signal that God is redirecting you toward what is necessary. He is lifting you out of spaces that cannot contain your future and positioning you in places that will reflect the fullness of his glory. You may feel unprepared, inadequate, or unworthy, but God specializes in using the humble, the faithful, and the persevering to accomplish his extraordinary purposes. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the call. He does not elevate the perfect. He perfects the elevation of those who trust him. As you step into this new season, remember that patience has been your teacher, trials have been your trainers, and prayer has been your companion. The lessons of yesterday are the foundations of today. The experiences that seemed heavy were the weights that strengthened your spiritual muscles, preparing you to endure and excel in the place God is about to place you. Every setback, every closed door, every moment of loneliness has been a rehearsal for greatness, a silent preparation for a public display of God's faithfulness. Do not be dismayed by the speed at which God moves. Do not question the timing, because divine timing is never late and never premature. The Lord knows the exact moment when you are ready, the precise hour when every circumstance will align perfectly, and the very second when your faith will meet your purpose. Trust that He is working even when you cannot see it. Trust that He is preparing even when you cannot feel it. Trust that He is leading even when the path seems unclear. The God who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. Nothing will hinder His plan, and no opposition can override His will. And when you arrive in the place God has prepared for you, you will recognize it instantly. Your spirit will rise with an unmistakable sense of belonging. Your confidence will surge not from human approval, but from divine affirmation. Every prayer, every sacrifice, every tear, every act of faith will converge into a testimony of God's unfailing provision. You will look back on the seasons of waiting, the nights of uncertainty, and the moments of struggle, and understand that every step was necessary to bring you to the fullness of His plan. Walk boldly, my friends, into the destiny God has written for you. Do not shrink back in fear. Do not settle for what feels comfortable. Do not let past failures define your future. God has placed an indomitable strength within you, a resilient spirit, and a purpose that is greater than the limitations of the world. Step forward in faith, for He is with you. Step forward in courage, for He has equipped you. Step forward in expectation, for the hand of God is moving, and He is orchestrating every detail to bring about a season of unprecedented favor, influence, and impact. You were created for more than ordinary living. You were called for extraordinary purpose. And as God shifts your life, as He elevates your position, as He opens doors that no one else can open, remember that this is His doing. His power, His plan, His perfect timing are at work. Stand firm in your faith. Remain steadfast in prayer. Trust unwaveringly in His provision. And watch as He turns what was once hidden into a platform for His glory, what was once ignored into a stage for His purpose, and what was once impossible into a testimony of His greatness. Your life is being repositioned for significance. Your spirit is being awakened to greater levels of faith. Your path is being cleared for divine encounters, miraculous provision, and supernatural alignment. God has not forgotten you. He has not overlooked you. He has not abandoned you. He has been preparing, shaping, and orchestrating every detail to ensure that when the time comes, you will enter your new season with strength, wisdom, and confidence, ready to fulfill the calling that He has placed within you. Every closed door you encountered was never permanent. Every delay you endured was never wasted. Every trial you faced was never in vain. And now, as God begins to move in ways you did not anticipate, you will understand the depth of His faithfulness. He is setting the stage, preparing the atmosphere, and aligning every necessary element for your rise. Do not cling to the past. Do not fear the future. Step boldly into the present, knowing that God's hand is upon you, His Spirit is guiding you, and His purpose is your destination. Your destiny is not defined by what you have lost, what you have endured, what you have been through. Your destiny is defined by who God has called you to be and the extraordinary plans He has prepared for you. The shift you feel, the stirring in your heart, the sense of anticipation, all of it is God's invitation to rise, to move, to walk boldly into the fullness of life He has designed for you. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink back. Do not allow fear or doubt to hold you in a place of limitation. God is calling you higher, positioning you strategically, and equipping you fully for the remarkable journey ahead. The time is now. The call is clear. The path is set. Lift your eyes, steady your heart, and step forward with the confidence that comes from trusting in the God who has orchestrated every detail, prepared every step, and promised that His purpose for your life cannot be thwarted. You are not here by accident. You are not delayed by chance. You are not overlooked by mistake. You are in the precise place at the precise time for the precise purpose that God has designed. Walk in that truth, live in that faith, and watch as the extraordinary unfolds before your very eyes. And now, my dear friends, I want you to hear this with clarity and conviction. God is not done with you. He is not finished moving in your life. The stirring you feel in your heart, the quiet pull that refuses to leave you, the restlessness that unsettles your spirit, these are not signs of confusion or failure. They are signs of God's activity, signs that He is preparing to bring about a shift so profound that your life will never be the same again. Every delay you endured, every closed door you faced, every moment of loneliness and uncertainty, they were all part of His divine preparation. He was not punishing you. He was not testing you without purpose. He was building you, refining you, and equipping you to handle the greatness He has in store. You may wonder why it seems like others are moving ahead while you remain in waiting. You may ask why your prayers seem delayed or why the breakthrough you anticipated has not yet arrived. Let me assure you, God's timing is perfect and His ways are higher than your ways. He does not operate according to human schedules or expectation. He works in seasons and moments that are orchestrated with infinite wisdom. What appears to be a delay is often His protection. What appears to be silence is often His setup. What appears to be a closed door is often His redirecting hand. Every experience in your life has been a thread woven into a tapestry far greater than you can imagine. Remember, the God who shifts your life is the same God who equips you for the shift. He does not place you in situations beyond your capacity. He does not elevate you before you are prepared. Every step forward, every promotion, every opportunity is accompanied by His presence, His guidance, and His provision. You will not walk into your new season alone. You will not face challenges without His wisdom. You will not encounter trials without His strength. The God who positions you is faithful to sustain you, to guide you, and to empower you to fulfill the calling He has placed within you. Do not underestimate the power of the preparation you have undergone. Every trial, every hardship, every moment of waiting has been essential in building endurance, character, and faith. The very things that seem like obstacles were actually instruments of refinement. They shaped your perspective, strengthened your spirit, and deepened your reliance on God. The God who allowed the storm is the same God who will bring the calm. The God who closed doors is the same God who will open the perfect ones. The God who tested your faith is the same God who will honor your perseverance with a divine elevation beyond your imagination. As you move forward, let go of fear, let go of doubt. Let go of the tendency to measure yourself by past failures or the opinions of others. God does not define you by what you have endured. He defines you by what He has placed inside of you, by the gifts, talents, and purpose He planted within you from the beginning. Your calling, your destiny, your future, it is not dependent on human approval, circumstances, or timing. It is dependent on the God who sees the end from the beginning, who knows every step, and who is faithful to bring it all to pass. You are entering a season where what was hidden will be revealed, where what was delayed will arrive, where what was overlooked will be recognized. You will walk into opportunities that exceed your own expectations. You will encounter people who will support and honor the gifts God has placed within you. You will step into influence that will allow you to impact lives, shape communities, and glorify God in ways that go far beyond personal ambition. Your presence will carry authority, not because of your own strength, but because of the favor and empowerment of the God who placed you there. And so I urge you, do not resist the shift. Do not cling to what is familiar simply because it feels safe. Do not allow fear to keep you in a place where God cannot use you fully. Step boldly into the new season He is orchestrating. Step forward with courage, with faith, with expectation. Allow His Spirit to lead you, His wisdom to guide you, and His strength to uphold you. Every step you take in obedience, every act of trust, every decision to follow His leading brings you closer to the fullness of the purpose He has designed for you. The Lord has been quietly at work arranging circumstances, aligning people, opening doors, and clearing paths. He has been faithful in ways unseen, preparing you to walk into a future that reflects His glory and demonstrates His power. Trust Him, lean on Him, depend on Him. For the God who calls you higher will also carry you, sustain you, and ensure that your life unfolds according to His perfect plan. Let this be the moment, dear friends, when you embrace the stirring in your spirit. Let this be the moment when you release the familiar and step into the extraordinary. Let this be the moment when you choose faith over fear, courage over hesitation, and obedience over the doubt. God is calling you into a higher place, a greater purpose, and a fuller life than you have ever imagined. Do not shrink back. Do not delay. Do not resist the hand that has been guiding you all along. Walk forward with confidence, for the God who began a good work in you will complete it. Step into the opportunities He has prepared. Receive the favor He has ordained. Fulfill the purpose He has placed within you. And as you do, you will see that every tear, every trial, every moment of waiting, and every act of faith was necessary to bring you to this precise moment of divine alignment and blessing. God is faithful. God is powerful. God is unchanging. And God is with you now and forever, preparing you, positioning you, and leading you into the extraordinary life He has designed just for you. And now, my friends, I want you to hear this with all the clarity your heart can receive. The season you are entering is not random. It is not accidental. It is not the result of luck or coincidence. It is the unfolding of God's divine plan for your life, a plan that was written long before you took your first breath. Every closed door you encountered, every delay you endured, every disappointment and rejection, they were all purposeful, shaping you, strengthening you, and aligning you for the moment you are in now. God's ways are higher than our ways, and His timing is perfect. What seems like waiting is actually preparation, and what seems like silence is actually God setting the stage for a miraculous shift. You must understand that God does not move according to human schedule. He does not operate by the ticking of the clock or the planning of man. He works with precision, orchestrating circumstances, people, and opportunities so that everything aligns perfectly the moment you are ready. And the preparation is just as important as the promotion. God does not place you in a position before you are prepared. He does not elevate you without equipping you. He does not open doors without providing the wisdom, the strength, and the discernment to walk through them successfully. This is why you must trust the process even when it seems unclear. You may not see the full picture, you may not understand the path, and you may not feel ready, but God knows. He sees the beginning, the middle, and the end. He knows the challenges you will face and the victories you will achieve. He has placed within you the strength, the courage, and the faith necessary to succeed in the moments ahead. The stirrings in your spirit, the restless feeling that you cannot stay where you are, the quiet urging to move forward, these are not accidents. They are God's gentle reminders that He is calling you into something greater than you have ever experienced. There will be moments in this new season when you feel overwhelmed, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, when the weight of responsibility threatens to shake your confidence. Do not fear these moments. No! Do not be discouraged. These are the very moments God uses to reveal His power, to strengthen your faith, and to demonstrate that nothing is impossible for Him. Every challenge you face is a platform for God to show His faithfulness. Every trial is an opportunity for His glory to be displayed through your life. Every closed door is a setup for a greater door that will open at exactly the right time. You have been prepared for this season in ways you cannot even fully comprehend. Every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered in the dark, every time you persevered when others would have given up, God has been taking account of it all. Nothing was wasted. Every sacrifice has been noticed. Every act of faith has been remembered. And now all of these moments converge to bring you into a place of divine favor, supernatural provision, and unprecedented opportunity. Walk boldly, my friends, into this new season. Do not shrink back in fear. Do not cling to the past based upon your life. Step forward with courage, with faith, and with expectation. God is with you. His Spirit is guiding you. His hand is upon you. Every step you take in obedience brings you closer to the fulfillment of the destiny He has ordained. Understand that God's elevation does not come with fanfare or human recognition. Often it comes quietly, in ways that only those with eyes to see and ears to hear can recognize. He moves in ways that defy human logic, placing you in positions and opportunities that seem unexpected yet perfectly aligned with His plan. You may not understand why certain people leave your life or why certain doors close, but trust that every shift is for your good, every separation is for your growth, and every change is orchestrated to position you exactly where God wants you. And as you step into the fullness of this new season, you will begin to see how all the pieces fit together. The delays, the disappointments, the detours, they will make sense. The pain you endured will reveal its purpose. The lessons you learned will prove invaluable. The strength you develop will sustain you. You will see that God's timing was perfect and his plan was meticulous. So rise up with confidence, my friends. Do not settle for less than what God has designed for you. Do not allow fear, doubt, or past failures to hold you back. The Lord is calling you into a higher place, a greater purpose, and a deeper fulfillment of your destiny. Step forward boldly, knowing that God is guiding your path, preparing your heart, and equipping you with everything you need to succeed. You are not here by accident. You are not delayed by chance. You are not overlooked by mistake. God has placed you in this exact moment, in this exact position, for this exact purpose. Trust him, follow him, obey him, and watch as he transforms your life, opens doors no one else can open, and positions you to walk in the fullness of his plan. The extraordinary is waiting for you, and the God who began this work will see it through to completion. And now, beloved, hear this truth. God's work in your life is never careless, never haphazard, and never incomplete. Every moment of your waiting, every season of struggle, every time you felt unseen or undervalued, it all has been a part of his master plan. He has been shaping you, molding you, and strengthening you so that when your time comes, you will step into it fully equipped. You will not stumble because God's hand has prepared you. You will not be overwhelmed because his Spirit has empowered you. You will not falter because his wisdom has guided you every step of the way. There will be times in this journey when you question yourself, when doubts creep in, when the enemy whispers that you are not enough. Do not listen to those lies. Stand firm in the knowledge that God's favor rests upon you. Oh, his anointing is upon you. His Spirit within you is greater than any challenge before you. You are capable because he made you capable. You are called because he called you. You are prepared because he prepared you. And when the right moment arrives, everything will align in a way that only God could orchestrate. God often allows the old to fade away before bringing in the new. He lets doors close, seasons end, and relationships shift, not to punish you, but to create space for the blessings, the opportunities, and the divine encounters he has prepared. You may feel the loss or the emptiness of the transition, but take heart. This is the clearing of the path for what is greater. It is a preparation for a life of influence, purpose, and testimony. What you leave behind was never capable of holding the fullness of what God has planned for you. And let me remind you, when God moves, he moves with authority. No human opinion can derail his plan. No opposition can override his decree. No circumstance can hinder his timing. The very things that seem impossible to you are the exact things God delights to accomplish in his children. He delights to bring life out of what looks like barrenness, victory out of struggle, and fulfillment out of delay. Your past does not define your future. Your failures do not dictate your destiny. The hand of God does. You are about to experience breakthroughs, doors opening where no one expected, favor appearing in ways that defy logic. You will walk into rooms and carry an authority that is not earned by human effort, but given by God's Spirit. Your words will have impact because they are infused with wisdom from above. Your presence will shift atmospheres because it carries the weight of God's anointing. People will notice not because you demanded attention, but because God has appointed you to be a light in places of darkness, a voice in places of confusion, and a testimony in places of despair. Do not fear this elevation. Do not doubt the calling. Do not shrink back because of your own perceived weakness. God has been preparing you for this very moment. The challenges you face, the sacrifices you made, the prayers you whispered in the secret of your heart, they have all been equipping you. You are ready. You may not feel ready, but in God's strength, you are more than ready. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. He does not promote the perfect. He perfects those he calls into place. So step boldly, beloved. Walk with confidence. Move forward with faith. Embrace the stirring in your spirit as the voice of God calling you higher. Release the familiar, step away from what is comfortable, and trust that he who began a good work in you will complete it. Let go of fear, doubt, and hesitation. Let your heart be anchored in the truth that God is with you, guiding you, equipping you, and opening the doors that no one else can open. And when you arrive at the place God has prepared for you, you will understand why every moment of waiting, every trial, every season of uncertainty was necessary. You will see that God's timing was perfect, His plan meticulous, and His provision sufficient. The stirrings you felt, the whisper in your heart, the quiet pull towards something greater, all of it was God preparing you for this very moment. Rise, beloved, and walk into the destiny God has designed for you. Step into the new season with courage, faith, and expectation. Do not shrink back.
Do not settle. Do not allow fear or doubt to hold you in a place smaller than God intended. He is calling you higher, and He is equipping you fully. Your life is about to change. Your story is about to shift. Your purpose is about to.
And every step you take in obedience will lead you closer to the fullness of all God has prepared. Trust Him, follow Him, walk with Him.
And watch as the God who never fails, who never forgets, and who never abandons brings every promise to pass, every blessing into alignment, and every plan into fulfillment. You were created for greatness, equipped for purpose, and positioned for divine impact.
Now is the time to rise, to step forward, and to live fully in the calling God has placed upon your life. And now, hear this with all the clarity of your heart. Every step you have taken, every tear you have shed, every prayer you have whispered in the silence was not in vain. God has been at work unseen, orchestrating every detail of your life with divine precision.
The struggles you endured, the doors that closed, the seasons of waiting, they were not setbacks, they were setups for your destiny. The shift you feel, the stirring in your spirit, the quiet pull towards something greater. It is God calling you into the fullness of your purpose.
He is placing you where He always intended, in positions of influence, blessing, and divine alignment. The people who doubted you, the circumstances that tried to hold you back, the fear that whispered you cannot, none of them can stand against the hand of God. He is faithful. He is sovereign. He is mighty to accomplish what He has promised. So rise with courage. Step forward with faith. Walk boldly into the season He has prepared. Do not cling to the past. Do not fear the unknown. And do not doubt the power that rests within you through Him.
You were created for greatness, destined for divine appointments, and equipped for every challenge you will face. And remember this, when God positions you, it is not for pride, it is not for recognition, it is for purpose. Your life is now a testimony of His faithfulness, a living proof that His plans cannot be thwarted. Every obstacle you have overcome, every trial you have endured, and every season of waiting has brought you to this moment.
Step into it with confidence, for God who called you is the same God who will uphold you, strengthen you, and lead you into victory. Your time has come. Your moment is now. The God who has preserved you, shaped you, and prepared you will not let you fall.
Walk boldly into your destiny and let the world see the greatness of God revealed through your life. You are ready, you are chosen, and you are unstoppable when the Lord goes before you.